Let's get back to the neighborhood. Hey, this is Big Gene from Raw Deal, the last big night cooking and conversation. How y'all doing out there? I'm gonna let a few people get in here and I'm gonna get this shit started real quick. Know you haven't seen me in a while, but I was taking care of some medical problems and some situations. You know, I'm glad to be here. And like I said, who's that? Daminin? I don't know. He beat you, Machiavelli Jr. by a couple of seconds, I guess. All right, how y'all doing out there, man? Yo, you catch this title right quick, but it's gonna be a deep show, man. It's gonna be about some Black Rob shit, some things that's happening out here in this industry. It's gonna be a whole lot of stuff that I'm gonna talk about, and I hope you can bear with me. And Angela Dickinson, how you doing? How them babies doing? Everybody good out there? Yes. Um, I'm gonna do this sinful pie, and I'm gonna make some pineapple iced tea. That's because I want it. I know I already did it before, but a friend of mine's coming in town, and they like it, and they wanted me to make it, so I'm doing it on the show. All right, y'all. So, but what I wanted to talk about and get through with this, get get through this shit, was one, the most important thing, man. That if I wasn't coming here wholeheartedly and letting people know about me, about what I've been through, what I've seen, you know, I I wouldn't have came here if my shit wasn't in order. A lot of times, you have to know who you are as a person to have your shit in order to come here. Darius, thanks for that super chat. You have to have your shit in order when you come here, and you got to be a real strong person because you get all kinds of bullshit from everybody. You know what I'm saying? And what these people don't understand is that the shit that I've been through in my life is nothing they could say, do, or nothing they could say, nothing they could put on this internet and typing these keys up that's gonna affect me in any kind of way. Cause I don't look in the mirror and say I'm ugly. You know what I'm saying? I don't look in the mirror and say something is wrong with me. I'm not that type of dude. I've always been somewhat at a certain time conceited and thought I was the shit. You know, I'm a better person than I was now. Now I'm a better person, but I still think I'm the shit. You know what I'm saying? I got half of retarded ass niggas leaving all kinds of messages and shit like that. And then I'm like, yo, I mean, nigga, one eye looking that way, the other one looking that way. He looked like Sylvester the cat. And they leaving all kind of crazy messages like that's gonna affect the nigga. I laugh at them. You understand? Because I could go hard on a nigga and way more people will hear my shit and make you famous. But I'm not gonna do that. You know, I'm not gonna, put it out like that because it don't affect me like that. Uh, I have internet people coming at me, has come at me at the past, and I just sit back and my man Rex say, yo, Gene, don't say nothing because they want dialogue so they can have uh, content. So if you go back at them, that gives them the situation to have content. Latoya Hicks out there, greetings to you out there in Cali too, Latoya. I'm gonna get to some of y'all in a minute, but check it out. He said that gives you that gives them contact. You know what I'm talking about, Fred Jenkins over there South Side Chicago? You know what I'm saying? That gives them niggas content. I'm not trying to get niggas content because when I come here, I don't try to get people on my show. I try to entertain and talk to y'all guys about real shit that I've been through. You understand? I got dudes that's at one time they half a homos. They got nigga bumping their thighs and they talking about me. I got chicks that that was smoking crack, getting high and giraffe pussy over in the projects, coming over here talking about me. And all I ever tried to do was help brothers. But that's cool. you know, like Jesus said, they asked Jesus, why you not going down to Galilee? Jesus told them they ain't ready for the gospel. Everybody ain't ready for about what Big Gene do and how Big Gene do his thing. And I'm not mad at them. I don't give a fuck about them. A flying F about them. Whether they want it or like it or gonna use it or not. You know what I'm saying? But make sure, like I know for damn sure, you don't throw no stones in a glass house. Because if you getting high and you trying to be famous off your relatives and everything like that, and you trying to be somebody that you not and want to talk shit, and you heard what I said earlier, and you was smoking on a glass dick, getting higher than giraffe pussy, come on, stop it. I'm not the man you want to talk to. I get in your feelings. I have your kids laughing at you. Because you know, wherever you do, people don't like you. People got problems with you. And they quick to call that 201 number and talk about you. And tell stories. But that's enough of that. For those guys out here on the internet, you got other niggas bumping your thighs and you going all kind of crazy. You half a homo and you talk about why a nigga don't shoot and everything like that. And then when it comes to the point you supposed to, come on. Or you feel that way and you want to cock something back, come on, man. Stop it. Because that shit blows back up in your face. You see God don't like ugly. God don't like ugly. And you cats out here, let me tell you something, man. Y'all taking up for this nigga Diddy. And Diddy laughing at you niggas because he know this nigga over here saved their life. Saved his life. What do you think would have happened to him if he'd have took those 5 shots that Big took? Probably the same motherfucking thing. What do you think would happen? He happier than a faggot in a barrel of dicks, man, that Big Gene saved his life. Y'all niggas going at me, and this nigga like, yo, man, y'all don't understand. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have the twins. I wouldn't have the one by this and that or the other one. If that nigga didn't save my life. But, you see how y'all are? Y'all want to kill a messenger. Well, I'm ready for that, man. I'm loving every bit of it. That's why my manager be like, yo, Gene, let's take all those negative comments down. No, let them up. I want the people to see the hate. I want the people to see the hate, nigga. That shows you, and that shows me how good I'm doing. I told people that before. When I see the hate, that shows me how good I'm doing. Everybody ain't gonna love you. You don't try to be in everybody's video. Grudge, what up with you, boy? DSV TV, what's happening? Anytime a nigga gonna go through your whole page and put something up hateful about you, that nigga love you. Oh my God. No, don't tell me that, man. Dr. DaCosta, thank you, mama. Gotta bring that up right there. I appreciate the super chat, Dr. DaCosta. Thank you. So this is what I want y'all to understand. Don't let people bring y'all into their video. Whereas that you feeling all kinds of ways and you think that you gotta respond or you gotta say something. Cause half these people ain't got their shit in order. Ain't that right, shitter? Half these people ain't got their shit in order. I bought this shit in 1999. and still got an apartment in the city. I bought this shit in 1999, and where I live at, the cat don't get scratched. So what I'm trying to tell y'all is that, yo, have your shit in order when you want to come at somebody. Now, let's talk about the industry. Brownstone, thanks for that that cash app. Appreciate you. Let's talk about the industry, because it said Gene Deal speaks on the industry. Listen here. People want to know why Black Rob funeral was a travesty and people didn't come out. First of all, it was 9 o'clock in the morning to 11 for the viewing. I got there at 9:05. Black Rob body wasn't there. I was there when Black Rob body came in. It was about 9:15, 9:10. Shit wasn't in order. I waited online till 10:15 when WAP came and got me off the line. WAP then took me to Chris Murray, who got me in. Now I waited on the line again after I saved the book. You got some crab ass little half a crackhead motherfucker talking about I got there at 7:30. I ain't getting nowhere at 7:30. I'm retired. And the reason the other people didn't come, it was 9 o'clock. And black folks ain't coming out their bed at no funeral at 9 o'clock, 9 times out of 10. But the real reason they didn't come, because Diddy wasn't going. Ain't that a damn shame? Let me tell you something. Diddy, we used to give parties. Bad Boy used to give parties. And Diddy say, I'm going to give a party tomorrow. Call a Mirage and see if it's open. Don't you know he would have 2,000 to 3,000 people in that place and 2,000 to 3,000 people on the outside trying to get in? But when people called him, and I know this from a close source, when people called him, he said he wasn't going. So now, people in the industry, in their mind, or if that nigga ain't going to his own man's funeral, or supposed to be his man's funeral, I'm not going. You hear what I'm saying? He said he wasn't going. Now, there's videotapes out there. Hi, Lisa Jackson. How you doing? The watchers, Davis and Davis over there. How y'all doing? So now, he's sitting there, then told everybody that he wasn't going. Because a situation happened at DMX thing. Oh, he caught the blues at DMX. At DMX funeral, he caught the blues. Brooklyn let him have it. He thought he was going to get, hey, Diddy, hi. Man, people were cursing him out, talking all kind of crazy talk. He may not never come and do nothing in New York again. Laurie Haas, what's up with you? He may not come back to New York, y'all. He may not be sick. You motherfuckers. Excuse me for my language. He may not never, because Brooklyn let him have it. And it probably was a lot of people from Yonkers too that showed up there. Talking about, yo, you killed Big. You said Big. They were going crazy. I can't wait to get the video. They were going crazy. So, he made it his business. Man, I ain't gonna have the same shit happen at Black Rod funeral and niggas got it on videotape and put all that shit out. Owen Grant out there in Brownsville, you was giving it to him? Yeah. Oh, the next show I'm gonna do, because I watched that whole, it came out a couple of years ago, but Murder in the Family, I watched that whole shit. There's a lot of discrepancy in that shit. I'm a tat their ass up, and I'm gonna come here on Thursday and do that show, and maybe Wednesday. Yo, I'm a tat their ass up, guys out there in Scotland. Yo, so the industry was not gonna show up because Diddy didn't show up. Everybody trying to wonder why the nobody but I think Styles P and Jadakiss, Red Alert, from the industry didn't come because Diddy wasn't coming. Because you and I both know that just like if your man or somebody you know get killed or they got a funeral for him, your man gonna come up and say, yo man, you going to the funeral? They gonna ask you. And the people in the industry make that phone call. Yo, Diddy, you going? What time we gonna meet up? You going over there? I ain't going. So, it didn't give his family time enough to show off. And then they was talking all kind of stuff about the industry and what people didn't show up. Come on, man. Y'all ain't show up for y'all ain't show up for him for all them years. That's why he wanted to live in Atlanta. Anybody who knew him or was close to him knew he wanted to live in Atlanta. He ended up dying in Atlanta. Because his family wasn't doing nothing for him. And for somebody to come on the internet and say, oh, he'd rather live in the street because he was too proud, or he was too, man, nigga didn't want to live back in the projects. That's why he ain't come to your house. Nigga didn't want to be in the projects. He didn't want to go back to where he came from. So when you're throwing stones and they ain't in your little pipe, watch your glass house. Because it'll come back to you real quick. And the industry ain't S-H-I-T, y'all. You make your money, you get out, you make your mark, you do what you got to do. I seen a lot of guys wanted to be famous. And they took that fame over being rich. You make your mind, you make your situation up, you make your mind up. You say, do I want to be rich or do I want to be famous? A lot of them niggas was going for that fame. That's why they broke today. That's why they broke today. But Sean Farley, yeah, man. I had a little situation, man. I'm trying to stay healthy, man. Told some bad news. That COVID shit ain't no joke, and I'm gonna get on that in a minute. That industry will rob you, and you see what it's done to a lot of these rappers, hiding their money, stealing from them, the whole 9 yards. Check it out. I'm gonna do this Sinful pie. You gotta have a stick of this, that Kraft cheese, that Kraft cream cheese. You feel me? You gotta have a stick of that. You have to have a Cool Whip. And reason I want to do this because, like I said, a friend of mine is coming over and they like it. You know what I'm saying? And I was gonna make it for them. Take this Cool Whip. You gotta get the good time. Don't get no cheap stuff. You put that whole thing of Cool Whip in there. Before we do that, we're gonna take this with a strainer. You're gonna take some pineapple chunks. Y'all remember Libby? Libby on the table. take the pineapple chunks and you want to strain it. Now, don't throw that juice away because you're going to use that juice to make some pineapple iced tea. I got these right here. These are the crushed pineapples. I'm gonna put them chunks on the side. Now I'm gonna take the crunch and put it in there. Shake all that juice out of there. You want to get all that juice out of there. So listen here, man. I seen guys in this industry, man, snake their own brother, snake their own family member, snake their own person from the block. And it was crazy. And when they end up hurt in the street, people gonna wonder why they did it. And like people tell me all the time, what Puff did to Rob was only business. Man, you don't do people like that. You don't do people like that and say it's only business. It's not right. It will never be right. Especially when you know where they're coming from. You know these kids are coming from the streets. They don't know what's going on. They don't know what they're doing. I'm squeezing that juice out of there. You want to get all that juice out of there. You don't want no juice in that pie like that. It's going to make your shit watery. So you got to smash that juice out of there. You got to smash it out of there. See? You want to smash it out of there. See that? This is something that you never, and don't too many people know about this pie. Unless you came on the Gene Deal show and you seen it before, you can't tell me that somebody told you or you had this pie before. Who had this pie before they came to the Gene Deal show? Somebody had the Sinful pie before they came to my show? Yeah, I know. I got them cameras. They didn't work, man. You can't connect it to this right here. I need to be somewhere. I'm trying to find a place that got a cooking place that got cameras that I could do that. Once I find that, we good money. So now I'm gonna take this right here and I'm gonna put it over in this. I'm gonna rinse this off right quick. I'm gonna need the strainer again. So I'm gonna need this again. So check this shit out. This juice, we're gonna take it and we're gonna put it in this. We're gonna add this right here. Should have a cup in here. Where the spoon at? We gotta do like a quarter of this. All right, let's do that much first, and we can always add to it. I'm gonna do this pineapple iced tea, then I'm gonna do this pie, put it in the freezer, and wait for the company. Is always have to get somebody to come and holler at you. Have company over every once in a while. You don't have too many niggas at your house. Nothing goes to waste in this dish. Nothing at all. So now, with this industry shit, you seen brothers like Dame Dash, Jay-Z fall apart, Kirk Burrows, Puffy, 50 and his crew. Oh, speaking of 50, y'all, DJ Envy, I can't believe you let that dude come on your show when you know 50 don't have no feeling for him and 50 supposed to be your man. I'm lucky you surprised. I'm surprised 50 ain't go after your ass for that. But you know how he is. So you take this. See what we looking at. Straight crack. You could also throw a little pineapples in there too. Cause I put them in here. Throw a little pineapples in there too. We're gonna put that over there. That's the pineapple iced tea. So now, I got that in there. And last but not least, you gotta have your el leche. Put that in there. That whole can. Nigga, that's why your diabetes ain't going nowhere. Who's that right there? Hologram EMC. Thanks for that super chat. That don't mean I'm eating it, y'all. Put that el leche in there. Yo, check this shit out, man, on Real Talk. That anything I've ever told y'all or said to y'all about anything, I'll put my life on it. And you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm gonna stir this up right here. Stir that up. Reason you want to stir this up first, like this, because that cream cheese, you want it to, you do better breaking it up with a fork than you do with the blender. Then you take a blender and you're going to blend it around. Smooth it out. Blend that real good. You can, you can smell how it's coming together real good. Ivan Riley, thanks for that super chat. Appreciate you. So listen here, y'all. I'm just going to stir this for a little bit, and I'm going to get back to the show. Check it out. You take these big pineapples that I took in there, and you put them in there. Put those big pineapples in there, and just stir them. Stir them with the pie. This is something that you're going to freeze. So you got to have your graham cracker crust. You got to have your graham cracker crust. Hold on to this plastic right here because you're going to put it on top of it. After you got that mixed up, you give it a taste test. But you know it's already good. That's what it looked like. You take this, put it in the pie. That's one pie. Smooth it out. You took one of each one of those things I showed you. The pineapples. You could use strawberries, blueberries, anything that's got like a sweetness to it. It don't really have to have a sweetness to it. So now you take the top that you took off of it, you put it on top. Taking this right here. Let me bring this up. You see that? Now I'm finna do the other one. I gotta put these in the freezer. Enough for 2 pies. And when I'm telling you, once your people taste this, I'm doing the show, young lady. Oh, that's my oldest. Mm-hmm. Hi, niece. Hi, honey. What's up? Oh, no. You just got in? Mm-hmm. Love you. Love you too. Sorry. My oldest just walked in. Take this right here. Let me see, can I smash it down for y'all so you can see it. So I got that. Pat it all the way to the corners. Don't worry about it looking kind of lumpy. It's going to smooth out when it freezes. And man, oh good man. Any of you women want to lick the bowl? Oh my God. They're going to bring me up on charges. Your Honor, I was on the Big G show and I can't believe it. He told me to lick the bowl. Yo, they bring you up on charges on anything now. Gungu, Roach, what up with you, boy? Yo, he said he's still upset with me that I let Mario beat up Slam. Yo, he was in there when Mario Wanda was fighting Slam at the Bad Boy Studio. And every time Slam would throw a punch, I block it. And Mario go boom, boom. And then Slam like, and I block it. Mario paid me to bodyguard him that day. I wanted to get paid, Slam. How I look like you beating up my, the person that's paying me that day? Yo, he said that shit was funny. Every time Slam threw a punch, I would block it. We got 2 pies right here. 2 Sinful pies. Put them in the freezer about an hour or so. Niece, Janice, could you do me a favor right quick? Yeah. Can you take these pies and put them downstairs in the freezer? Or just put them in the freezer in the garage? Hey, Mama.
Do you hear J. Cole put the pause on P. Diddy and then put in a song?
Nope. Alright. Sorry about that, y'all.
You said the freezer, Daddy?
No, not in the one in the garage. The freezer in the garage.
Okay.
I don't want to do this on camera. Wait till y'all taste that mix. Wait till y'all taste that mix. Oh my! I forgot my niece, bring those back up here. Janice, bring it back. Somebody reminded me. I'm sorry. Thanks, Mama. Mm-hmm. I need you to take them back down when I finish, okay? Okay. All right. Sorry. You take the graham crackers. One of my viewers must have seen this before. Right? And I take the graham crackers and I do like this. Oh shit, I didn't even take the thing off the top off of it. I'm speeding. I got a drill. Well, it's in the garage. So you take the graham crackers, you see this right here? And you go right all over the pot. Yo, one of my viewers reminded me of that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know how I forgot. I'm speeding, trying to get to this damn show. So that's one. I'm sitting sweating. turn this air on in a minute. It's supposed to be hot. Close to 70 something. See, look at it now. I don't know if you could tell it's brown. And this one is still white. Now, let's get with the streets, man. Let's talk about the streets. And the reason I want to talk about the streets because, like I said last before, and I was brief with it, one of my dudes came home 4 years ago. And I just seen him. His name is Jim Ice. Jim Ice was one of the nastiest, nicest niggas in the ball game. In the basketball game, he was one of the nicest niggas. Could have went anywhere in the nation and played. And he sit up there and I had a conversation with him. And this conversation was so serious. He said, yo, Gene, I tell everybody you was my dude. You looked out. I went away. You made sure I had. I tell everybody you was my dude. He said, when I first went to jail and I got in the cell, it was like 17 of us. He said, I just sat down and I started doing push-ups. And he said, they said, what are you doing push-ups for? Jim Ice said, we gonna be here for a long time. They gave this kid on the first drug charge 30 years. How you get on a first drug charge 30 years? One of the dudes who came state witness said that him and Jim Ice split $100,000 one time. Jim Ice said, I ain't never split a dime with him. I believe Jim Ice. He got no reason to lie to me. Long story short, Noriega, General Noriega, sold so much drugs he sold over 100,000 keys or more. They gave him 13 years. They gave him 13 years and a passport to live in a whole new place when he get out. They gave this kid 30 years. But he wrote and wrote and wrote. And he said, yo, he started writing. He wrote over 500 letters. And he got his sentence overturned. He's home now. Love this dude to death. Doing what he's supposed to do. He's personal trainer, doing his thing. He was a true Harlem legend in ball and everything. And if you want to talk about his game was like that dude from Memphis, from that point guard who went to Kentucky from the Memphis Grizzlies, that jumps out the gym. I would say Jim Ice and him have similar games. Yeah. Right. So Jim and I had a long conversation. And he said to me, everybody's trying to get him to come to their show. He said, if we want to talk about basketball, we could talk about basketball. But that street shit, that 12th Street Posse, no fear shit, he said, I was bamboozled. I was hoodwinked. He said, I have no conversation about anything that got to do with drugs. Anything that got to do with the money we was making and things that we was doing. Because they had us fucked up in the minds for us doing that. He said, street shit's supposed to stay in the streets. And that's the way I feel. I looked at him and I said, I've talked about street shit. I don't consider myself a street dude when in fact I went to work every day. But a lot of times I tell you again and again, that curve was my pillar. That lamp pole was that street light was my lamp. So I knew the streets. I was around dudes who made their living in the streets. Never associated myself with that. Knew how to leave. Didn't want to know, didn't want to hear it. This industry shit is different from the streets. This industry shit is entertainment. Whether good, bad, or indifference, whether you like it or you don't like it, it's what it is. When niggas start talking about killing on camera and all that shit like that, it's no longer industry. You bringing some industries to your platforms. It ain't gonna work out right. It ain't gonna be right. A lot of people gonna do time behind this dumb shit. I've seen that. I've seen some of my good friends go away for a long time. Keep this street shit, this industry shit, out of this industry shit. Because it's never going to work out right. Somebody's seriously going to get hurt from it. So now, all these cats want to be something they not. Never did nothing back in the day, but they come here on these platforms and they everything we know them not to really be. They want to blow themselves up. My pictures don't lie. People that talk about me don't lie. Yeah, they was real gangsters. They was real kingpins. But not one of them could ever tell you I tried to do what they were doing. I went to work every day. I went to one job, went to the next job. I had the crews that I was hustling from. You know what hustling I was doing? Yo, let's do a party. I knew they had big names. Same Gang had a big name. Slick and the Family had a big name. Let's do a party. Let's do a boat ride. Let's do a picnic. Let's do block parties. I'm going to make legal money. Here, mama.
Hey, do you have skewers here?
Huh?
Do you have skewers here?
What?
Skewers?
What's cute?
Like
You can't use that one because that needs a thing on it, mom.
Oh.
A battery charger. You got to get one with that you plug up. What you trying to do?
I just need to put holes into this plank so that I can take it upstate with me and use it for a flower thing.
You got to get one of those drills that got a card to it.
Okay.
A card to it. Yeah. Right? So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. We need to keep these platforms in the industry. We need to help each other. Like, I'm finna throw y'all a jewel. Do you think that gasoline pipeline thing, when they talking about they had to pay $5 million because somebody hijacked they codes. All that shit is a scam. Next thing you know, they're gonna do the lights. Next thing you know, they're gonna do the water. Because they can hijack the gas lines. They can hijack the electrical grills. We're gonna go into a blackout. And watch and see what I tell you. They do little shit to set us up and see how we react to it. See how we panic. They already got backup systems for all that shit. Nobody could go in there and hijack the whole gas line. And they don't have backup systems. They hire crooks to do that shit, to set it up. What in case somebody do this? What in case somebody do that? Know the shit is coming. Just like this COVID shit. I believe to this day, they put something in the air. Because right before that shit was coming out, I would see jets, 3 or 4 jets, fly across the country. And I'm not the only one. That's what I believe. It was 3 or 4 jets. Christopher Hook said, "Yo, me too." It was jets. Just I'm like, and they was having. It seemed like they was dropping shit in the air. Then all of a sudden, motherfuckers start getting sick. It's gonna get crazy and crazier. They're gonna keep dropping things here and there on us. And we gotta know. We all should be taking better care of ourselves. I know I'm trying. I got bad news. That COVID shit fucked me up. Like people were saying, "Yo, Big Gene, you squinching. Get you some glasses. I had my eye exams. And I go through all my shit. At one time, my doctor told me my shit had gotten better. It's at a standstill. He couldn't believe after the COVID that I had so much nerve damage in my left eye that was crazy. And now it's in the right eye, and it wasn't in the right eye at first. Had me fucked up for the last 2 weeks. You gotta put the plug on it, Ma, for it to start up. It's not gonna start up unless you find the charger. You know, a charger has to go on there. Okay. Sorry about this. You'll see the charger say Black and Decker, whatever's on that drill. All right? Oh no, my doctor told me I couldn't take the shot. I wasn't gonna take it anyway. Everybody always say eat salad, eat fruits. When they poison that shit, that GMO, that shit ain't even natural. They got shit without seeds. I just ate a fucking apple today and didn't have not one seed in it. When did a fucking apple don't have a seed? That reopening city is grand opening, grand closing. They want to reopen shit so niggas can get real bad shit and fucked up, and then they're gonna have a reason to do the martial law shit. That's what I think. Canada and all the places around us are closed. Yeah. If one day I'm gonna show y'all, my neighbors are Asian. They grow everything in the ground, and they be giving me tomatoes, um, that leafy lettuce, and what you call those squashes. They grow everything out there. Real fruit has seeds, and that's why Bill Gates is buying up all this farmland because he want to do this GMO stuff. But anyway, y'all, I've been on here an hour. I'm gonna hit y'all with a real good show on Wednesday or Thursday about Murder in the Family. You gotta see that joint. I'm gonna break all that shit down for you. Yo, do y'all thing, man. I appreciate y'all. This has been Big Gene from Raw Deal Last Big Night Cooking and Conversation. I showed y'all how to make pineapple iced tea again. Pineapple iced tea. And I already took the pies downstairs, but is she gonna lick the bowl? I mean, I'll share the cream with you, Ma. Yo, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all be good. Peace.